Yo, what's up, Pangu Binary? Welcome to the chat. What brings you by? What are you doing? I'm confused. Yeah, I can tell you. Um, I am making a game engine, and right now I am doing the Android side of it. So it's really simple. I actually do have a game. Let's make sure that this all still works. Okay, yeah. Build system's working. Nice. So I have a bit of a game that's working on Windows, at least. You want to use it? It's not like a commercial game engine. It's a custom personal game engine. But yeah, I'm gonna do like an isometric pixel perfect game. That's what I'm working on. But I haven't done the Android side yet. So I've done the Windows, I've done the Mac, I've done the web side, but I need to do the Android side. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm using JNI to get there. So yeah, that's the plan. I need to add source sets right now. I'll probably just put it right... Oh, not there. Right here. Source sets. Main. Oh, I think the problem here is Kotlin versus Groovy. Hang on. What renderer are you using? I am using a software renderer right now. So I'm doing it all on the CPU. Because it is, it's kind of... I'm very interested in like GBA era gaming. And so I'm trying to learn how they did it. Which, you know, obviously is very simple, but it's what I've got right now. Is it this? I don't think so. Can it only able to create 3D games or 2D games also? It's only 2D right now. Yeah, so this game that I just showed off, it's actually not 3D, it's just a, you know, trick of the eye. It's 2D, but I'm just raising up this thing just higher in the view so it looks like it's 3D. But yeah, it's actually just an isometric grid. I do want to do 3D eventually. I'll probably get around to 3D engine development next year. I don't think I'll be doing it this year. It's not that it's like hard or complicated. It's just that I'm really interested in the 2D stuff right now. Okay. So. Whoa. Okay. Source set. So I'm supposed to do get by name. This one. Main. Assets. There it is. Dot source dirs, which is deprecated apparently. What does it want me to use instead? It doesn't say. I think making 3D games is easy. to make 2D games. Oh. Is easier than making, you probably mean 3D games is easier than making 2D games. I think that there is some truth in that. So here's what I think. So 3D games, one thing that's really nice is that typically when you create a model in 3D, it's really reusable, like extremely reusable. So if you're like, oh, I made a rock. No, it's all good. It's all good. I can parse it. Don't worry. Yeah, I think, so like if you make a rock, what you can do with that rock is you can just like scale it super high and now it's a mountain, or you can like scale it small and you've got like pebbles. And if you make like 5 rocks, you can make like a giant mountain with a ton of variation in it. If you make one character, you can take it from game to game and just reskin it, as long as like all of the like animations that feel different. In 3D, people don't really expect games to feel different. They expect games to feel the same, right? Like if you hop into an FPS, you expect basic controls to be there. But in a 2D game, you don't really have an expectation. There's different styles, different everything. My only biggest problem in game engines is variables. Really? What's hard about variables? Tell me more. Okay. Okay, I need to go to the main activity. I don't know either. They just look complex. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what you're having issues with. I feel like for the most part, game engines use primitives, right? So if we look at the types that I'm using, for example, like I've got this game memory struct, and all I'm using are bools, longs, which are just larger ints, floats, which is just numbers with decimals, void, which is just no type, although these are void pointers, which are 32-bit addresses to spaces in memory. And so like it's not very complex. I think I hate coding, that's why I use gdevelop 5. Oh, okay. I think gdevelop, is that just a GUI coder? gdevelop 5. Whoops. Oh. Is it just AI? Like it just generates a game for you, or what? You can also create it manually. Okay. Is it all online, or is there a download? Okay, yeah, there's a download. Okay. Let's look at create a game without coding. Yep, there you go. Cool. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, as you can see, like right here, like he was just copying assets, changing the color. Like there's a lot of convenience in 3D that is a lot harder in 2D, or like maybe less useful in 2D. But I am doing the hard part, which is trying to learn how to make a game engine, and that's going to be harder. Because basically, like, and it's harder on the CPU and GPU as well, right? So it's not just that it's harder for me. It's harder to like pick your target device, right? So like something like this would be pretty simple because there's no complex lighting happening. Although there is what do they call it? Like texture mapping happening, and like albedo, yes, albedo shifting and stuff like that on these 3D assets, which is, you know, slightly higher computation than 2D. Like it's just, that's just a fact of the matter. And I like targeting the low end stuff. I like making games that literally everyone can play. Which I'm sure this is. I'm sure this is one of those games, but like, you know, the complex 3D games of today can be a little bit larger and less optimized, but I think you should start working on your game engine now so you can finish it quickly. Finishing it quickly is out of the question. I'm doing it for fun. Like if I wanted to be like ultra successful and hate myself, I could do things fast. But I've chosen the path of learning. It's more fun for me this way, to learn everything to a intense degree. All right, I need an external fun. I think I need to rename these, because this is just game loop. Like, it's obvious that it's Android because I'm in Android. What the? Okay. And then game exit. This one is set asset manager. Asset manager. This guy right here. Oh, I once tried to make a game engine and I named it Toast Engine, but I failed. That's a great name. Mine's called the Mojo Engine, but you know, that's maybe a little too obvious. I just name everything Mojo. All right, I need this function now. So I might put it up here. It will be called set asset manager, and this will be the asset manager right here. And now I need to sync. And it is an A asset manager. So global A asset. I need to grab this from something. That's what kinds of games do you like to play? That's a fun question. It sounds like you like making games, which is, you know, you're in the right place. I love making games, but what games do you like to play? Would I be making a game for you? Would you be my audience? Oops. Shadow Fight and Dude Theft Wars. Let's check them out. Is it this, or is there a different one? Shadow Fight. Oh, nope, it's not this one. Is it? It's this one. That looks good. Yeah, wow, that looks good. Cool. And then the other one was, how do I search? Oh, it's up here. Dude Wars. Is this like a GTA 5 ripoff, but with like no rules, no holds barred? Yep. Okay. Parody of GTA 5. Yeah, it looks cool. Looks fun. That's sweet. Yeah, I'm making a game here. Let's see. The game I'm making is gonna be close to this one. So Play Store roll. Is it this? Nope. Let's see if I can find it. Can't find it. I have it in Steam as well. Roll this guy. So basically it's a number go up game. So you have, in this game you have dice and you can change the faces of the die, which adds like modifiers and stuff like that so that the number goes up faster. So you just roll the dice and whatever number you get gets added to your score. And then you can use the score to buy new dice faces. And so like if you rolled this, then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times 2, 20. And this one you get 1, 2, 3. So you've got 23 and then times 10, I think on the total score. So you got 230 score in this roll. Do you see AI for coding or not? I do use AI, but I use it more like I use it more like Google. So I just search things. I don't yeah, no, I'll good. I knew exactly what you're talking about. You're good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so like for example, I don't like AI code for me because I like to code. Like that's my thing. But I do have, here, I can just show you over here. What I'll do is I'll say, write me a tutorial and it'll like explain how to read things. So right now I'm reading files on Android, which apparently I need an asset manager. So that's what I'm setting up right now. But yeah, I'll never copy paste this code in. I'll always write it myself. Where do I learn coding? I learned in university. So I went to school. I got a computer science degree. I'm also a professional software developer. And so I actually am an Android developer in my day job, which I will be leaving for in like 40 minutes. And so I learned in school, but you don't, like these days, you do not need school to learn coding. I'll tell you that much. There are some things that I think that school does that's like incredibly important. Like the way that I learned software development was through computer science, which is kind of like theoretical stuff. And by doing that, you get kind of a deep understanding of whether your code is going to be optimal or not. So I would recommend getting some sort of formal training on it, but I don't know if you need 4 years and a degree for that. I think you need more audience. Yes, I do need more audience. That's correct. Yep. I just started this, well, last year. Actually, almost exactly a year ago is when I started streaming. Yeah, working on it. I don't have a lot of time though, so I kind of just do it for fun. I like it when like a random person like you just hops into the chat. It's like usually way more fun to work on this stuff when something like that's happening. So I'm gonna call this manager, and then I'll just do asset manager equals manager. There we go. I have to cast it. Asset manager from Java env manager. Interesting. Okay. All right, now it's time to figure out how to read the files in. I don't like when people stream but with no viewers. Yeah, I mean, like, just everyone's got to start somewhere, right? Everyone's got to start somewhere. I think I know what you mean. Like, it feels a lot better when there's a lot of chatter in the chat going on, right? But I think that there is also something valuable about, you know, like you and I are basically having a one-on-one conversation. And so, like, you don't get that with a streamer that has a ton of viewers. Like, it frustrates me a little bit, right? I'll hop into a stream and let's say the streamer has like 200 viewers. That's like kind of small. I mean, I would die for 200 viewers, but you know, they've got like 200 people in chat, right? And the chat's moving, you know, just a little bit, like maybe once every 5 seconds someone's chatting. And the streamer just like doesn't read them, you know? Doesn't read them, doesn't respond, and you see your message just go by and then it's gone. Sometimes that's sad, right? And so that's, you know, I think that that's kind of value. That's a value that I can bring, right? Is that I will see all of your chats and I will answer them because I am small. And so I think that that's kind of fun. If I do get big, it will be a lot harder, but I would sure try. Okay. The next step is I need to read a file. So let me go to my Wasm main. How does this look? Debug, read file, this. Yes, so I need something like this. In here. This song is kind of pretty. What is this? 9 a.m. All right, so I need a debug read file result and then return the result. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Oh, where am I setting this asset manager? It's in the on create. Oh. I actually get recommend one of your videos, but I thought it was just some coding course, but I watched your stream, is actually fun. Nice. Yeah, which video did you see? Was it my Wasm is hard one? Because that's like one of my favorite videos I've done. You forgot? Yeah, no worries, no worries. I need to make another devlog. I've been sitting on a bunch of progress. Sometimes it's like way easier to just code and to not do the YouTube thing, which is sad, but true. Assets. Where does this assets come from? Oh, wow. I can just pass in the resource assets. I didn't even consider that. That's so cool. Okay. So now I guess it's a good idea to do check on this. Debug read file. Okay. I could do an early exit. Let's do a little early exit. And then open the file from within the APK. So you can get an A asset from the file, and then you get the length, and then you allocate the memory, and then you read the file, and then you deallocate the memory. Actually, it doesn't have a dealloc. Oh, it's because you don't free it until afterwards. That's right. Okay. So where am I from? I am from the US. US of A. What about you? If you don't mind answering. I've been to a lot of places, so who knows? Maybe I've been to where you're from. India. I have not been to India. My bad. Okay, asset manager open. This one right here. Asset manager. The file name. The mode is a asset mode buffer. Interesting. India is a big place. That's although I would be curious, is India or the US bigger? I actually don't know. Which is bigger? Or US. I know there's a lot more people in India than the US. Yeah, United States is significantly larger. Probably because of Alaska. Oh, holy crap. Look at this picture right here. It has India as just like the Midwest of the US. That's interesting. I didn't know. I like little geography trivia here and there. Many of the Indian games failed because their games are focused on Indian culture. Interesting. And Indians aren't playing it? Or what? Like, that's a pretty big audience, right? Like, I feel like there's a lot of Indian gamers. Yo, we got someone in the Twitch chat now. Continental US is like 3 million square miles, and I think India is like 1 million. Okay. Yeah. I mean, like, when you're looking at a map, you have no concept of scale, I feel like, because everything, you know, it's fisheyed, right? Like, the world is a sphere, but the map, they like flip it up into a square, and so you got this weird mapping happening. And so it's hard to tell. I don't typically look at a map and say, oh, that's definitely the correct scale there. But yeah, being like 3 times the size, that's pretty interesting. Well, welcome to the chat, Spotty Beard. What brings you by? Sorry, just gotta write some stuff down. I'm gonna get back to this. Okay, so now the content size, so result.size is you get the asset get length from the asset. Yeah, I once did a lot of research on it. Very interesting stuff. And I don't know. I know nothing of coding. Maybe I'll learn something. Oh, cool. Yeah. I'm not much of an educational channel. I think I'm just kind of a bad teacher. But I'd happily like answer any questions about what I'm doing. Basically, I like to make video games, but I'm also like maybe a little insane. And so I've chosen to make a game engine from scratch. And it's been a lot of fun for me. because I do really like to code and I like to understand how things work, like top to bottom. And so, yeah, I'm making a bunch of stuff that people have already made, but I'm making it my way. And it's cool. It's fun and interesting. I think that I'm kind of liking the term. I don't know if you've heard of the Primogen, but he says that like coding is becoming like, or like game development can become like artisanal coding, because with like the age of AI, like anyone can code these days, but like anyone who can do like this low level coding, it's like artisanal. I always compare it to Photoshop. Like a lot of people are like, why would I ever, develop my own film these days? I can just like go out, take a digital picture and throw it into Lightroom or Photoshop and make this just absolutely gorgeous picture that people like 50 years ago would be like, this is the most beautiful picture I've ever seen in my entire life, right? Like you could do that with the technology, with the pre-made software for the thing. And yet people still go out there and they take gorgeous photos with old school tech and they develop it themselves. They do the silver bath. They do all the fun film development techniques and they produce beautiful works of art, and people pay more for those than they would for, beautiful Photoshop. Like for example, like a wedding photographer can make decent amount of money. Did my stream go down? I think I'm up. A wedding photographer can make a decent amount of money, but like if you have someone who goes out there and takes like just this beautiful landscape shot, and like develops it themselves and like and puts it up as like an art piece, they can make like a ton of money. I don't know. I think there is a market for like artisanal, handcrafted, low tech stuff, and that's kind of where I feel like I fit in. But maybe I'm on a soapbox a little bit. All right, Pangu Binary said, I made a 3D game, but my computer crashed. Oh shoot, that sucks. I actually just went through that. I went on a trip. Makes sense to me. Hey, glad to hear it. I went on a trip last month, and when I got back, my computer wouldn't turn on. And it turns out that there was maybe like a power surge. At least those are the symptoms. It seems unlikely that it would be the result of a power surge because I have like surge protectors and stuff. But yeah, like my RAM was shot, which totally sucked. Like in today's world, you do not want to be buying and replacing the RAM on your computer. But I RMA'd it. Like I sent it back to the manufacturer, and they actually like, I guess I was under warranty, and so I got the RAM back, and so I was able to fix it. But yeah, it sucks. It sucks when computers are the limiting factor on your progress, What IDE do you use? I am using NeoVim. So this is NeoVim inside of Windows Terminal. For the Android part, I'm using Android Studio when I am debugging my Windows platform. So like this is the Windows app right here. If I'm debugging this, then I will use Visual Studio. But yeah, for the most part, just NeoVim, just coding up some C++ files using Vim, which I think is super fun. I think learning Vim has been one of the most fun things I've done as a software developer. And I'm actually sad that I didn't do it sooner. Like I should have done it in school when I was so young and malleable. Crap. I hate when it does that. It like just adds a dependency that I don't need. Okay. Or met anonymous. I've done this. Oh my gosh, it keeps doing that. It adds that dependency up top. Are you giving yourself deadlines? Not as in hard set deadlines, more like goals. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't do deadlines. I find that deadlines. I'm a professional software developer as well, and in my experience, like deadlines aren't met. First of all, like yes, they rush you, but like yeah, I guess like close deadlines on a big project just rush you and make you like push out crappy stuff. I think deadlines are good to motivate you and to like focus you on like what's important, because you know, a lot of times the hardest thing when finishing a project is just realizing, oh, I don't need all of this stuff, I just need this core stuff. And so like a deadline can help you realize that. And I think in my heart I kind of set deadlines. Like I just made a game. I think I released it in March. It's a stupid little game. But I made it from scratch. So it basically, like, there's these shapes, you can click them, and you've got 30 seconds to click as many of the shapes as you can. So it's a really stupid game. But this is how I plan, like this is how I learn, right? Is I say, I'm gonna make a game. And I don't have the systems for it in my game engine right now. And so by having a goal, I was able to learn so much more and add so much more to my engine. So that's what I said right here. I said, I'm making a game engine from scratch following Handmade Hero. I've broken off a bit because I wanted to make games for many platforms. I also feel like the best way to learn is to have a goal. Hence, game one. That's what I call it. I just call it game one. It's basically an aim practice tool. Shapes appear on the screen, you click them away and get a score after 30 seconds. This stretched my game engine and made me... I have a typo. And made me develop more important systems. So here's the systems that I developed. I created a shape rendering system, UI system, random number generator. So I didn't have RNG in the engine before, but this forced me to make that. Font loading, text rendering. So I didn't even have text in my game engine before this game. Countdown timer. Improved keyboard input. So yeah, I like revamped my input system. And improved the Win32 and Wasm platform layers. So like, it's kind of like you're saying, not hard set deadlines, more like goals. So I had a goal to get this game done. And by doing that, it like pushed me so much harder. And so yeah, now I've got a new game, which I've teased here. Like it's an isometric grid game. And the idea is that this is going to push me. This is going to push me a lot. This is a much larger project. In fact, I think this would be considered the largest project I've worked on. My first game was is called Droppy Ball. You guys should go buy it, by the way. It's $1 on Steam, and it's free on the Play Store and the App Store. This was actually developed in Godot over the course of like 9 months. I did everything myself. I did the art, the sound effects, and all the code. But it's so small. It's such a small game. And this next game is going to be much larger, and it's going to push me a lot. All right, Pangu says, I want to make a game, but then I skip and start to make a game engine, and skip again and start to make a social media app. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you got to focus. You got to have a plan. I think that's the hardest part, and that's why I'm actually very proud of Droppy Ball, this game. Even though it's like really dumb and simple, like I feel like I learned a lot on how to like complete a game. And I think that that's a skill that not a lot of people have. I mean, I've worked with some other people on games, and it just falls apart because if you don't have someone who knows how to like finish a game, somehow it's just like impossible. And so, yeah, if I had any advice, it would be choose a stupid simple game and make that and release it. Like, put it on Steam. Like, I'm not making money on this game. It's just not happening. I'm selling it for $1. I haven't even sold enough copies for Steam to send me a check. They're like, you need to make over $100 for us to even write the check, is what they say. And so, like, I'm not making money on this game, but what I've learned is invaluable. Like, I have skills to complete projects now. And so, yeah, what you're explaining is something that I used to do, where I would start a project and then get distracted by another project and be like, no, that's the one. And just completely ditch my stuff. And, oh, now I'm making a social media app. Yeah, I think that's funny. Yeah, those are my takes on productivity, I guess. So I think deadlines, I thought they would still pay out at end of year if under 100. Guess I'm wrong. Yeah, I don't think I've received that check. I released it in July, or no, August of last year. So maybe at like the year mark. Yeah, end of year would make sense for like taxes and stuff, but maybe it's because it's so low that it doesn't even matter for taxes. I don't know. Also, one of the issues is that I released it under my own name at first, and then I created an LLC and moved the game to the LLC. And so I think I sold like 60 copies when it was under my own name. And since then I've sold probably like another 60 copies or something like that under the LLC's name. And so under both entities, I'm under $100. That's the problem. Anyway, and plus they take 30%. So you have to take, I guess, like let's say I've sold 120 copies, which I think is not true. I think I've sold less. Then they take 30% off of that. And then that has to be over $100. Kind of funny. Kind of funny. It's just one of those things. All right. Contents. Oh, memory is not equal. App failed. What is map failed? What the heck is this? Bionic cast. Reinterpret cast void star. -1. Returns map failed. Okay, so there's an address location that indicates that a memory map has failed on Android. That's interesting. Or in Linux, I should say. I actually like that. I like that a lot. That's a good API design, I would say. All right. Asset read. So now I'm reading the asset into my result.memory. Tomorrow's my exam. I need to go. Hey, well, thanks for hopping in. Yeah, I guess I'll just do all my plugs. So go buy Droppy Ball or play it on, it's free on the Play Store and the App Store. It's a lot of fun. It's really simple, but it's a lot of fun. So go do that. And then also I have a Discord. So it's in the link below the video. There's a Discord. So hop in. I'm trying to create a community of game developers. So hopefully you fit in, and would love to see, we have like showcase channels, and I'd love to see progress on the projects you're working on. So there you go. Enjoy. And good luck on the exam. Okay, so that reads, does this have a return result? Like, should I be checking returns the number of bytes read? It would be less than 0 on error. So I think how do I want to handle this? I think it's actually that I want to do this. I think I want if this, because if it's 0 or less, it'll fail that. Oh, and it's actually if not this, then result dot size equals 0, result dot success equals false. So actually I can remove this and I can do an else, because I need result.success to be true here. Okay, and then you close the asset. That's pretty simple. That's a pretty simple read file function. I guess they always are though. Like with all of these APIs, what ends up happening is like I'm doing the most simple possible thing, which is just I take a file and I load it all into memory. And that's it. And so I can read the bytes from memory easy. Okay. And then I need to create the debug write. Oh, I don't need the write file, but let's do this one. So I need debug free file memory, and this one looks like if file, no, it's not file. What did I call it? It is memory. Oh, got a timer going off. I have to remind the camera that I'm still here, or else it disappears. So it's just memory. unmap memory. The size. So I need the file size. So I need to change. Do I need the file size? Let me see. Because if I just send nothing. Deletes a memory mapping for the given range. Ugh, hate light mode. Okay. unmap. The system call deletes the mapping for the specified address range and causes further references to address within the range to generate invalid memory references. The region is also automatically unmapped when the process is terminated. The address must be a multiple of the page size, but the length need not be. What? You hate light? But it's so blinding. Yes, I dislike light mode. I like natural light. I like the natural light coming in from the window right now. That's great. Man, do I need to... Okay. Linux. Light mode. Brain is faster than fingers sometimes. Yeah. All good. I totally get it. Linux unmap. Do I need to pass size? Gosh darn it. That's weird that I don't have size being passed in, but all right. I guess we're changing my API a little bit, which sucks. Unsigned int size. So I'm going to have a lot of errors. But that's it. Just unmap the memory. But yeah, let's go to my... Yeah, see, virtual free in Windows land, just, it doesn't even take a size. Oh gosh, I gotta go playing the... Let's do this. What? Do I have to do a build? Oh, too many errors. Windows H not found. How? Oh, it's because of this. That's right. Come on. Why can't it find... Do I have to do this? Why is it so mad at me? Is it because of this? I need to do save file dot size. Pixel font file dot size. What else? There it is. Oh wait, it's not that one. It's this one. SFX2 file dot size. Sprite data dot size. How am I doing? One more. Oh, and what's the, is it this? There we go. Sprite data dot size. Okay. But why is it getting so mad? Why can't I go to... Oh, there it is. It worked. Okay, so virtual free. Yeah, this is the size, but I can just pass 0 somehow, and it works. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really change the API too much. Yeah, free memory. Oh, that's right. That's right. In WASM, that's right. On web, you can't even free memory. It doesn't work. So I don't even need this here. Okay. Use of undeclared identifier. Yeah, that's right, because I need to go back here and switch this for this and these. All right, there we go. So, is that all I need? Now use it in your loop. Oh yeah, so now I need to go to my Stardew roguelike. The game I'm making, I've coined it Stardew roguelike. That's like my behind the scenes code name for it, because that's essentially what I'm doing. I'm making Stardew Valley into a roguelike. If release wasm or plat Android. Oh, that's right. It's if defined or defined plat Android. Right? Let's crap. BA. This one. Okay. How many issues do I have? What is this issue? Failed CMake debug. Extra tokens at end of include directive. What? How on earth? Oh yeah, look at that. I accidentally did that. Oh, dang it. I keep building the web or the Windows version. Okay. Android line 7. It doesn't like. What is the stack here? So it's Mojo bitmap is the issue here. Oh, so my assert isn't doing well. I think I have a solution for that. Mojo bitmap. No. Handmade.h. This one. Yes. I think if I do if defined plat wasm or defined plat Android. I think that will fix it, but we'll see. Dang, my Android build takes 7.5 seconds. That sucks. My Windows build takes less than a second. So anytime I'm iterating on this, it's going to take me almost 8 times longer. Okay, I got rid of that error. So the next one is platform Android main CPP use of undeclared identifier resx. Really? That should be defined. Because I've got this platform.h. No client attached. What the heck? Oh. Huh? Platform H should work. It's right here. And here's resx. Let's go to. Oh, it's not build.gradle. Is it my make file? What is it in? What do I need to put it in? It's in this thing. Oh, yep. Sure enough, I don't have. What is this called? CMake list. CMake list.text. I need to put game Stardew roguelike. Okay, that build only took 4 seconds, so that's good. Okay, what's the issue here? An included file, so Android main C pp STP image error use of undeclared identifier abs. And this is from Mojo A Sprite. Mojo A Sprite abs. Huh? Why is my LSP like failing so hard? Let's restart the LSP. abs. And it can't find LSP definitions for my absolute value, huh? Does that mean I have to create one? Can I do Mojo abs? Because I think I have one of those. Yeah, I can probably figure this out, but I don't know if I want to right now. Mojo math. I think I have an absolute value. Yeah, it's right there. Oh, there we go. And defined game debug. I wonder why I need debug there. Oh no, that's... Oh, okay. I don't think I need this. Or defined flat Android. So Android is seeming to have a lot of the same issues as web for me. To do. This might be too jank, but I needed to do it to fix Win32 after my WASM journey. Alright, let's see. Are there more errors? Q sort. Crap. Vorbis needs Q sort. That's not great. I don't know how to solve that one. Mem compare. Why is STB Vorbis using mem compare? And the path on this stuff is weird. It's source platform .. /game .. /engine / STB Vorbis. That's weird. Well, I think I've hit a wall here, and I think I'm gonna stop. Basically, what's happening is I'm trying to run the app now. Like, that's kind of my goal, is that I want to run the app. Actually, maybe I should just try it. Let's just try it. Let's see what happens. It'll probably just crash. Yeah. Yeah, because it doesn't have Q sort. I did not realize I needed Q sort. Yeah, I'll have to figure this out. It needs a bunch of these functions that I don't have. And I thought I was... Oh, it's x86? Yeah. Anyway, I'll do some research into this. But yeah, Spotty Beard, if you're still there somehow, check out my game, check out my Discord, and I'll be streaming tomorrow morning. Game dev news. That's the goal. So... thanks for showing up, and see you later.